Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, June 9, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Washington Nationals vs Atlanta Braves. The Nationals didn't play well over the past week and they've lost 4 of their last 6 games. They will try to turn things around with a win over the Braves, which will give them their 3rd win in their last 7 games. Washington is averaging 4.26 runs per game. Their .263 batting average is 4th in the league. Their .327 on-base percentage is 11th, while their .390 slugging percentage is 22nd. Joey Menezes leads Washington with a .305 batting average and 30 RBI, while Lane Thomas leads the team with 9 home runs. Washington's pitching hasn't been good, with the team giving up 5.02 runs per game. Opponents have a .268 batting average against the Nationals, which is 27th in the league. Their 4.67 ERA is 25th, while their 1.47 WHIP is 28th. In his last start, Gore gave up 9 hits and 3 runs in 6 innings, leading to a 4-2 loss to Philadelphia. They will need a better effort from him if they want to win this game. The Braves have won 5 of their last 6 games and 3 of their last 4 home games. They are playing well offensively and scored at least 5 runs in 4 straight games. Expect them to play well offensively in this game because they are batting over .300 against left-handers, and Gore has struggled on the mound in recent starts, giving up 11 runs in his last 4 starts. He gave up 5 runs in his last 2 road starts, and with Washington having the 3rd worst bullpen in the league, they will have a hard time slowing down the Braves in this game. The Nationals have lost 7 of their last 9 games and 3 of their last 4 road games. They have struggled offensively and scored only 12 runs in their last 4 home games. Expect their offensive struggles to continue in this game because Atlanta's pitching has been very good this season and they've had a lot of success against the Nationals, holding them to 11 runs in their last 6 meetings, and will keep their offense in check once again. Go with Atlanta to cover the run line. The Braves played well over the past week and they've won 5 of their last 6 games. They are 3 games ahead of Miami in the NL East standings and will try to increase their lead with a win over the Nationals, which will give them their 6th win in their last 7 games and the series win. Atlanta is averaging 5.08 runs per game. Their .261 batting average is 6th in the league. Their .332 on-base percentage is also 6th, while their .464 slugging percentage is 2nd. Ronald Acuna Jr. leads the Braves with a .331 batting average, while Matt Olson leads the team with 17 home runs and 43 RBI. Atlanta's pitching has been good, with the team giving up 3.98 runs per game. Opponents have a .238 batting average against the Braves, which is 8th in the league. Their 3.68 ERA is 6th, while their 1.27 WHIP is 12th. They will need a solid performance from their pitchers if they want to get the win. Take the over on Friday. Miami Marlins vs Chicago White Sox. Remember when the Miami Marlins couldn't score? Well, Luis Arias's .403 batting average and Jorge Soler's 17 home runs are finally getting some help. The result is an offense that has plated 44 runs, 7.3 per game, during Miami's 6-game winning streak. There are still concerns, notably a walk rate that's 27th and a home run tally that's 24th, but the results are finally pouring in. At this rate, they'll keep climbing above their current standing at 26th in runs per game. More importantly, it would help solidify their current grip on a playoff spot. I'm not about to pick against the hottest team in the league. Miami's glaring issue all season has been the offense, and it has finally arrived. Dylan Cease is usually a bad matchup, but with how he's been pitching in 2023, Miami can probably get a few runs off of him right now. Behind Cease, the White Sox have a weak bullpen, even with Liam Hendriks back. Yuri Perez has been stellar in his young career and should turn in another strong outing. Stick with the Marlins while their bats are hot since their pitching has been fine all season. Our team pick is Miami Marlins. Chicago opened June with 5 straight wins until finally losing in the 2nd game of a doubleheader to the Yankees on Thursday, 3-0. They are only 3.5 games behind the Twins for 1st place in the division. It was a strong way to open the month, and pitching deserves a ton of credit for it. In those first 4 games, the White Sox only allowed 5 total runs. Chicago's bullpen has been one of MLB's weaker reliever groups and will be taxed after Thursday's games, so the pressure is on Dylan Cease's right arm to sustain the momentum. Unfortunately, Cease is in the midst of his worst season since he was a rookie in 2019. He has a 4.63 ERA, 4.27 FIP, and 1.368 WHIP through 13 starts. All of those numbers are significantly worse than last year when he was the runner-up for Al Cy Young. If there's ever a start to piece things together, it would help a lot if it were this one. Our total pick is under 8 runs. Oakland Athletics vs Milwaukee Brewers. The Oakland Athletics improved to 14-50 on the season following Wednesday's 9-5 victory at the Pittsburgh Pirates. They clinched a 3-game series at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. After a 5-4 defeat in Monday's opener, the A's have won 2 games in a row, dismantling the Pirates 11-2 on Tuesday night. The 35-28 Milwaukee Brewers hosted the Baltimore Orioles for the closing clash of a 3-game set and lost 6-3 Thursday. The Brewers were looking for their 3rd straight victory. They've outlasted the O's 4-3 and 10-2 in the first 2 games of the series, while going 5-1 through their previous 6 games overall. The A's are looking for their first 3-game winning streak of the season, but I doubt their chances to beat the Brewers on Friday night. Luis Medina has been awful thus far, posting a catastrophic 11.68 ERA and 2.27 WHIP through 3 road starts, 12.1 innings pitched. Although Oakland's offense has shown signs of life lately, I'm backing the Brewers because of their pitching staff. The Athletics' bullpen has been horrible for most of the season. It has improved over the last 10 days, tallying a 3.96 ERA and 3.26 FIP, but the Brewers' bullpen has accounted for a 2.96 ERA and 3.73 FIP in that span, while going 2-0 with 3 saves. Our team pick is Milwaukee Brewers minus 1.5 runs. The stats suggest a lower scoring affair between these 2 teams on Thursday. Take the under. Cincinnati Reds vs St. Louis Cardinals. The Reds had their 3-game winning streak snapped by the Dodgers in their last game. They will try to bounce back from the loss with a win over the Cardinals, which will give them their 4th win in their last 5 games and the series lead. Cincinnati is averaging 4.68 runs per game. Their .256 batting average is 11th in the league. Their .334 on-base percentage is 3rd, while their .396 slugging percentage is 19th. Spencer Steer leads the Reds with a .286 batting average and 8 home runs, while Jake Fraley leads the team with 38 RBI. Cincinnati's pitching hasn't been good, with the team giving up 5.16 runs per game. Opponents have a .263 batting average against the Reds, which is 26th in the league. Their 5.02 ERA is 27th, while their 1.44 WHIP is 26th. In his last start, Lively gave up 6 hits and 5 runs in 7 innings, leading to a 5-1 loss to Milwaukee. They will need a better performance from him if they want to get the win. The Reds have won 3 of their last 4 games and 5 of their last 6 road games. They are playing well offensively and scored 24 runs in their last 4 road games. Expect them to play well offensively in this game because they've had a lot of success against right-handers and they're going up against Montgomery, who has struggled on the mound this season, especially at home where he has given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. He gave up 7 runs in his last 2 starts against the Reds and will have a hard time slowing them down in this game. The Cardinals have lost 5 of their last 6 games. They didn't play well offensively during that stretch and scored only 9 runs in their last 3 games. Even though Lively struggled in his last start, he has done a good job on the mound since he joined the starting rotation, giving up only 9 runs in 4 starts. He gave up 2 runs in his first start against the Cardinals last month and will keep their offense in check once again. Go with Cincinnati. On the other side, Jordan Montgomery is having a bit of a down year but is still a formidable pitcher and shouldn't allow more than a few runs against a solid but not elite Cincinnati lineup. Take the under.